Well, so great to meet you and chat with you. I am absolutely loving everything that you're putting out right now. It's been so
Oh,
fun. And I think the one question just everyone needs to know is, do you have a gold card lifetime membership at Applebee's?
and that is so funny. I don't know if they updated you or what, but actually this week I had dinner with some Applebee's execs, and they literally gave me the one and only gold card. And
No
so
way.
yeah. So I can literally say, my Applebee's till I die is free. And so that's pretty cool.
Is there a better gift in the world than that?
Not for a dude, who loves Applebee's, and two, has a large family. I mean, we spend so much money on food, and I don't care how good my career is doing. I will always look at that check and be like, "Ow," you know. But man, we're so grateful for Applebee's, and honestly, just I'm so grateful for the lesson that the world learned. That a song can change the world. It could change menus. It can change businesses. There's no limit to what just a fun song can do.
You legitimately single handedly gave Applebee's the resurgence of a lifetime. And
Well, I mean,
marketing team is probably like, duh, why didn't we think of that?
uh, well, it has a lot. I think the dance, that I did with my daughter, the production on the song. I have a guy, his name's Joe Thibodeau, and he did Fancy Like. I mean, I do them at home and I send them to him, but he blew that up, and he did that to AA. And
Mhm.
so, there's something about my style that's really infectious right now, and it most definitely helped Applebee's in mighty ways. I mean, and that's funny. I can only imagine all those really smart business people, sitting in a boardroom, and I'm the guy. Like, my song is what drove people to the restaurant. That's pretty funny to me, because I'm not smart, and I don't know anything about business and even marketing. So it's crazy.
I beg to differ on that. I do beg
Ah,
to differ. You're marketing yourself very well. As you mentioned, like the dances that you do, obviously the fancy like went so viral. And
yeah,
I've even attempted the fancy like
nice.
I love doing TikTok dances. My boyfriend acts like he doesn't, but he's always eager. Like he's always like
Yeah,
5, 6, 7, 8, and one.
M&A. Let's go. That's how I mean, I'm shameless. I think it's so much fun when my daughter, anytime I come home, and she's like, "Hey, let's learn this dance." Yeah, I mean, what else? What do I have to do that's more important than just goofing off? And we laugh. The funny thing is, I always tell people who are like, "Should I get a TikTok or whatever?" And I'm like, it's the making of the TikTok is the fun. You put it out there and you're like, whatever. If you like this, whatever. Like, we just did one to the Barney song remix the other day, and we had so much fun learning that dance.
So is that what I was going to ask? That is that because you have such a knack for social media, and you truly are one of my favorites to follow. Because whether it's like your son cutting up a watermelon with a samurai sword that's like so
Yeah.
random, but also extremely interesting, or it's you doing a TikTok dance. Like, is that something that your kids kind of pushed on you and, kept you young and kept you in that? Or was that just like a natural thing that you had a knack for? And you're like, I think I'm going to test it out.
I'm not a fan of anything that's not organic and too pristine. If you, I mean, I don't know if people notice this, but like, my vocals aren't perfect. My records are pretty sloppy. That I don't enjoy real clean and perfected, and I just wanted to be like that on socials. I didn't want do overs. I just wanted to turn on the camera and say, "Hey, here's 30 seconds of our night. You know, maybe it's the coolest, maybe it's not. It's just what I did right now, you know. And you know, when I walk in and Chapel's about to cut a watermelon, I'm like, I got to get this on video. And then I'm like, dude, I'm just gonna post it, you know. And I just want to be real for people, you know. I'm so in love with my family, and they entertain me. It's really easy to just pick it up, and I don't. I ask them, you know, I'm like, you cool if I post this? I mean, this is awesome, and you know, it definitely puts my family in the line of fire. You know, if you see it and you don't like it, or you're like, oh, that's dangerous, or why'd you let your kids walk on the top of the van? You know, we get hate all the time, but my mindset is like, hey, this is who we are. If you don't like it, there's a lot of people you
Follow.
can follow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
And so I just try to keep it real.
Yeah, I think that's very evident in your social media and even in your music, like how you say that, you know, you're not into this perfectionist. That was one thing I loved about like that half-assed whistle and you broke up with me. Like
Oh
it
yeah.
wasn't like a full whistle too. It was like this
Yeah.
like it
Very
was
breathy.
is so bizarre, but also worked so well. So I kind of love that
Yeah.
aspect, and that you own that. But as you mentioned, I think that having kids too grounds you and makes you not care as much, you know, because you have
Totally.
other things to worry about, and you have such a big family that I'd be remiss not to ask because you are such a dad. If you have
The
an ultimate dad joke.
Oh goodness. I don't, you know, I think they just come to me daily. I'm trying to think if I have like
A back
the
pocket.
one. Honestly, I'm pretty wide open with my kids. So some of my best ones are probably too dirty for the radio. And my wife gets on to me, but she laughs at them also. So when she doesn't laugh, I know I've crossed the line. But no, my kids are, you know, we're big. That's what she said. People, I don't even know if that's like allowed on the radio, but it is difficult to speak in our house and not get one of those right now. So that's kind of what's going on.
Well, if you want a PG one, I have a pretty good one.
Yeah, well, give me one.
Okay, one is what do you call a goat on a mountain?
A goat on a mountain goat.
A hillbilly.
I love that. Okay.
Is it? You got to have some PG ones, you know, for like
Yeah, yeah.
the younger kids. And then
What's your other one?
okay, what do you call a happy cowboy?
I have no idea.
A Jolly Rancher.
Oh, I like that one. That's good.
So
I'll,
just
I'll definitely, I'll pass that one on to the kids. We'll see how they react.
man, that's gonna get a low rating score. I already know. If you're throwing out dirty jokes and you come in with that PG, it's
Oh
probably
no,
yeah.
my kid. That's the thing. You know, I'm really grateful. I mean, my kids. I'm their dad, so I wouldn't. I wouldn't say they think I'm cool, but they have a pretty. They have a a childish sense of humor. Like they get down on dad jokes. Like
Yeah.
it's almost the worse they are, the more they laugh.
Yeah, exactly. Well, test that out at dinner tonight. Let me know how it goes.
Sounds good. All right.
Okay, one last question because I know we're limited for time, but I do want to bring this one up because it's close to my
Yeah.
heart, and that is AA. Obviously, huge song right now. My brother's an alcoholic in AA. My
Yeah.
mother-in-law is in AA, and they just
Wow.
get a kick out of this song. Like,
I love it.
love that it kind of just has this silliness and this really fun, endearing aspect to it. And I wonder if it always came easy to you to be able to kind of make light of a situation. I know you're sober and kind of went through those
Yeah.
issues as well. So was that always kind of something that you kept on the forefront of, just keeping humor top of mind in maybe hardships?
You know, I guess my philosophy is just let's just get it all out there, you know, and then for some reason just getting it out there makes life easier, you know, and I think that's what the song is filled with. It's filled with truths,
Mm-hmm.
truths that you don't really, you know. My favorite lines in the song are I gave up Skull and cigarettes, and now I'm
Yes.
just hooked on Nicorette. I mean, that was a true story.
Yeah.
I'm chewing Nicorette right now, and I don't know if I'll ever get off of it. I mean, and then when I do, what's going to be the next addiction? I pray it won't be one. But I just I love looking at life, and if you don't have a lighthearted outlook on life, it'll drive you crazy. And the whole AA thing, it was actually me and three recovering alcoholics in the room, and one of us said, I think it was me, May. I said, when I was 13, that's when I started drinking. I was 13, and I was like, the goal wasn't to go to rehab. It was just to have a beer. And who knew, that would lead to the problems I had, and then the struggle of recovering. So I think it's just nice to be honest with people and lighthearted. And I love to say things that everybody's thinking, but they're not sure they should say, because I think there's something to be gained by I don't believe in now. I love AA, but I don't love the anonymous part. I don't think there's any shame in finding help and admitting your addictions. That's a huge step that we all need to take.
Yeah,
totally. And so, I don't care if everybody says Walker's and a recovering alcoholic. I mean, hopefully Eric in Pennsylvania will hear that and go, hey, I need to be recovered. I need help, And so that's kind of my ambitions with songs like AA. And so yeah, and I still write drinking songs and stuff because I'm a good drinker.
Yeah.
I was pretty good at it.
Well, Keith Urban too, right? Like, he's sober, but he
Right.
talks about taking a drink or whatever it is. It's a culture of country music. And just because, you are recovering doesn't mean you haven't had those experiences. It's still
me and actually I'll give you some inside info. I don't know if it'll ever be a single, but me and Thomas Rhett are gonna do a song. I'm gonna feature him on it, and it's called Same Drunk, Different. It's the hook is just same drunk, different beer. And it just talks about we're all on something. Some things are just more taboo, but yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited about that. Yeah.
And Thomas Rhett and you, that's going to be, chef's kiss.
I know. Let's go.
Very excited to hopefully hear that very, very soon. Sounds like you've kind of got the working phases of it, but I'm very interested because.
Oh yeah. All we got to do is get TR on it. And, but he's good. He was really kind. I sent it to him, one day when I was in the gym, and he was like, dude, I love this. So, well, I'm excited.
Yes, I'm also excited and absolutely loving everything you're doing. I'm hoping there's going to be some Canadian dates that you're going to slip in soon enough, because we'd love to see you out here. I've never seen you in concert, but I imagine your dance moves on stage are reflective to those on TikTok.
I guess, I don't know. I guess I'm a natural. I don't know.
You are for sure natural. Yeah.
I move to me, the half the battle of dancing is just dancing uninhibited, and you'll find your thing. And so, but yeah, I love to dance, and I think a lot of what's fun to me is that I think more country music is beginning to have more dance. There's more guys dancing a little bit on stage, and
stage.
Yeah, and so I think that's fun. I grew up when line dancing was a big old thing, and that was fun for the whole fam. So I think that's cool.
I love it. Effortlessly cool dance moves, I will say.
There you go.
A little tire pump for you, a little gas up.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Love it.
Such a pleasure to be able to chat with you. And
you too.
Sending just lots of good vibes over to you and your family. And again, really hoping that Canada's next up.
Let's go. We'll have to extend that Glad You're Here tour and just go north.
We're waiting for you. We're ready.
All right. Good talking to you.
Great chat. Thanks so much and take care.
QX 104 Country.